The Hunchback of Notre Dame, Chapter 2, A King of Fools is Crowned. The Cathedral of Notre Dame is a huge church made of stone blocks. Notre Dame took years to build and stands in the center of Paris, near the Seine River. The church has huge windows of colored glass and high walls with ornate arches. The tops of those walls are decorated with large stone statues of demons. These statues, called gargoyles, were placed there to scare away evil spirits and keep the church holy. Their stony faces seemed to be always watching over the people of Paris far below. Two tall towers filled with bells rise from the cathedral's roof. These bells ring every hour of every day. They call the people of Paris to the church to pray and hear Mass. Every day, Notre Dame is visited by the faithful. Everything important in Paris takes place at Notre Dame. In the plaza in front of the church, public whippings and executions are held. Speeches are made. Pageants and parades are staged. This is the place where all of the people of Paris, both rich and poor, can meet as one. The streets of Paris were crowded on the morning of the Festival of Fools. It was a winter day, but the sky was clear and the sun was shining brightly. Everyone followed the man from Ghent as he led them to Notre Dame. Along the way, more people joined the crowd. Soon, all of Paris seemed to be marching with us. When the crowd reached the cathedral, it filled the plaza. Never had I seen so many people. Everyone helped to build a stage. The merchant of Ghent stood in the center of the crowd. He told everyone what to do. Some men brought long wooden boards. Others brought saws, hammers, and nails. Carpenters began hammering, and soon a wooden wall had been constructed at one end of the plaza. Two strong men pushed through the crowd. They carried empty wooden barrels. They placed the barrels behind the wall, one on top of the other. An old man brought a ladder, which he leaned against the barrels. A carpenter hefted a big saw and climbed the ladder. He cut a hole in the wall. The hole was round and just big enough for someone to stick his head through. The stage was ready. The merchant from Ghent stepped forward and took his place in front of the wall. Everyone cheered him. He raised his hand, and the crowd got quiet again. "Anyone who wants to be crowned King of Fools, step forward," he told the crowd. Dozens of people moved up to the stage. All were led behind the wall by the merchant. He told them what they must do. "Everyone must cover their faces and get in line," he said. "Keep your faces covered until it is time for the people to see you. When it is your turn, climb the ladder and stand on the barrels. Then stick your head through the hole." The merchant from Ghent stepped around the wall and addressed the crowd. "You, the people of Paris, will choose the winner." The crowd cheered wildly. "Let the contest begin," cried the merchant, and then he stepped down from the stage. When the first man stuck his head through the hole, the crowd clapped half-heartedly. Most agreed he was ugly, but not ugly enough. The next contestant was not ugly enough either, and the crowd booed him off the stage. A third man poked his head through the hole. He made a funny face, so he looked ugly. No one was fooled by this, and he went away a loser. Another face popped quickly through the hole. This man was not ugly at all. "Get down," someone in the crowd yelled. "Only your wife thinks you're ugly." People laughed at this joke, and the man was booed off the stage. More people came and went. No one was ugly enough to become the King of Fools, it seemed. The crowd didn't care, because everyone was having fun. Even I was enjoying myself. "It's the best time of year to be ugly," shouted a man who had already lost. "Being ugly is usually bad, but today you can be king if your face scares enough horses and children." Suddenly the crowd gasped in surprise. A young woman screamed. Then the crowd grew silent. All eyes looked at the hideous face that was poking through the hole in the wall. A monster had come to the Festival of Fools.